Engage the Gravwells, Queen Sirith Vol commanded from her throne.
High Marshal Krell nodded sharply. His armored claws slammed a console. The chamber's emitters hummed. Gravity tripled in an instant, slamming courtiers to their knees. Sirith felt the pull tug at her robes, a familiar weight that bowed even her strongest warriors. Elias Kerr, the human envoy, did not fall. He strode forward. His boots thudded against the polished stone. Step by deliberate step, he crossed the dais. The black case in his hand never wavered. Sirith's frills flared in shock. No one resisted Vol Gravwells. Her empire spanned 12 sectors because lesser species crumpled under such force. Yet this soft-skinned biped from a backwater world pressed on. His face stayed calm, breath even. He reached the dais edge. With a soft click, he set the case down, inches from her throne platform.
High Marshal,
Sirith snapped. Her voice echoed off vaulted ceilings lined with sensor webs. Krell whipped up his disruptor rifle. The weapon's barrel glowed blue, locked on Kerr's chest. Kneel, human, or I vaporize you where you stand. Kerr ignored him. He punched a code into the case. Hinges parted with a hiss. A holographic projector ignited. Starlight bloomed above the dais. A crisp map rotated. Contested borders between Vol Space and the rival Threx Coalition. Every outpost, every mine, every patrol route glowed in precise detail. Red lines marked recent skirmishes. Blue dots pulsed with Vol fleet positions. Positions even her own admirals debated. Sorith leaned forward. Perfect scale. Accurate to the parsec. How? Archivist Nemea, she said. Verify. Nemea scuttled forward on her multi-limbed frame. Data probes extended from her carapace. They interfaced with the hologram. Lights flickered across her visor. My queen. It's authentic. Scans match our classified logs. But the margins... The human has mapped our shadow patrols, routes we hide from Coalition spies. Krell snarled.
Deception. He's a scout drone in meat suit.
Contain him now. Sirith raised a claw. The Gravwells still hummed, yet Kerr stood unmoved. His posture radiated quiet competence, like boarding a shuttle in a storm. No defiance, just normalcy. Cancel the wells, she ordered. Krell hesitated. His mandibles clicked in protest. Majesty? Now. Emitters whined down. Courtiers gasped, rising shakily. Courtiers gasped. He met her gaze. Brown eyes steady. No fear frills or submission quiver. One step closer, Envoy Kerr, Sirith said. Her voice tested him. Respect edged her tone, masked as curiosity. He stepped up. Boots planted firm on her dais, within arm's reach. Gasps rippled through the chamber. Ambassador Threx, the Coalition slime coiled in the shadowed gallery, hissed laughter. His predator scales gleamed. See, Queen? Humans mock your throne, provoke them further. They'll snap, and justify my blockade of their mudball. Sirith ignored him. Threx had arrived uninvited, sniffing first contact scraps. His coalition eyed Earth's orbits, rich in rare volatiles. One incident, and he'd claimed defensive quarantine. Her analysts warned it. Ally or lose humanity to rivals. Krell's disruptor stayed trained. He's too calm, Majesty. No species endures grav without augments. He's hiding weapons. Kerr spread his hands. Empty. No weapons, Marshal. Just data. Your borders bleed resources. We offer partnership. Share the maps. Stabilize the zone. Human sensors pierced our stealth fields. Our tech outstrips theirs by generations. Sirith's mind raced. Humans arrived in a single scout ship, no fleet. Claimed peaceful trade, yet here, flawless intel. Casual defiance of her palace's deadliest trap. Treated as routine. Tell me, Envoy, she said. How did you walk through triple gravity? Kerr shrugged. Training. We drill in higher geese. Mars colony runs at 2.5 standard. Builds bones, lungs, saves time in emergencies. Nemea chirped. Mars? Their fourth world? Atmospheric pressure logs confirm. But sustained exposure, their physiology adapts? We push limits. Always have. Krell growled. Lies. No organic endures that without collapse. Scan him. Saris signaled ascent. Nemea's full array deployed. Beams swept Kerr's form. Readouts scrolled on her throne display. Muscle density triple baseline primate. Bone lattice like armored crystal. Neural efficiency rivaling her cyber augments. Healthy, Nemia reported. No implants. Pure baseline human. Sarith's frills quivered. Baseline. This was their normal? Threx slithered closer. Contain them, Queen, before they breed more freaks. My coalition offers the protocols, quarantine fleets en route. Krell nodded fiercely. He's a threat vector. One word, Majesty, and my guards glass him. Sarith studied Kerr.
He waited patient.
No bluster. Humble competence. Her empire ruled by fear, crush defiance, control the stars. But this human shattered the mold. Not with rage or tech, with steps forward. What if she allied? Humans mapped her secrets effortlessly. Their normal outflanked her elites, handled with respect, not chains, or Threx exploited.
Seized Earth. Turned human resilience against her.
Envoy, she said. Your species claims no conquest. Prove it. What do you offer Vol directly? Kerr tapped the case. The map shifted. Green lines overlaid. Optimal trade lanes through the contested zone.
Efficiency jumped 30%. Mutual gain.
Your gravtech for our adaptability. Joint patrols. No more border bleed.
Nemia whistled?
Projections hold. Resource yield doubles. Krell spat. Trap. Thrax laughed. Folly. They'll infiltrate. Silence. Sarith cut him. Her claws gripped the throne.
Decision loomed. Contain the threat. Decision.
Or harness the weapon. She glanced at the Gravid Console. One twist would spike Fields to lethal. Crush him publicly. Reassert control. Her claw hovered. Kerr watched her. Ready? High Marshal? She said softly. Maximum grav. Krell grinned. Console slammed. Emitters screamed. Gravity crushed down. 6 times standard. Courtiers slammed flat. Nemia skittered back. Threx recoiled. Kerr took a step. Toward her throne? Kerr's boot thudded against the polished floor. Queen Sarith Val froze on her throne. Gravity emitters howled at 6 times norm. Courtiers sprawled like crushed insects, claws scraping for purchase. High Marshal Krell's grin twisted into shock. Archivist Nemia's scanners clattered from her grip. Ambassador Threx huddled behind his aides, mandibles chittering. The human took another step, then another.
Straight toward her. Impossible, Krell snarled, slamming the console higher.
Emitters whined. Sarith's throne creaked under her weight. Pain lanced her joints. Kerr didn't stagger. He walked, steady, eyes locked on hers. Scans, Sarith barked. Her voice cut the chaos. Demia, full medical and bioscan.
Now, in open court.
Nemia scrambled up, claws clicking. She snatched her fallen array from the floor. Probes extended with a hiss. My queen, protocols. Now. Sarith's claw stabbed the air. Verify this, endurance.
Krell lunged forward, guards rising despite the grav. Arrest him!
Deception. Hold. Sarith snapped. Her tail lashed. Contain first. Understand after. Nemia darted to Kerr. Probes latched to his suit chest, neck, wrists. Lights pulsed green, then red. Data streamed to her holoscreen. Baseline vitals. Stable. Heart rate nominal. No strain markers. She blinked, stalks. Pushing toxin stress. Past legal limits. Vents hissed. Court air thickened with neurotoxin. Level 4. Enough to drop Vol shock troops in seconds. Krell coughed, staggering back. Threx retched into his robes. Kerr paused mid-stride. He tilted his head. Request permission for hydration, Your Majesty. Cup of water. Sarith's mandibles parted. Hydration? Under toxin bloom?
He's asking?
Granted, Sarith said.
Curiosity overrode caution. A drone whirred forward, extending a sealed chalice.
Kerr accepted it. His suit's mask adapter clicked open, a tiny port. He sipped through the seal. No breach. No gasp. Toxin levels climbed on Nemia's readouts. He lowered the cup. Empty. Adapter sealed. Continue, he said calmly. Your questions? Nemia's stalks widened. Oxygen deprivation next. Dropping O2 to 10%. Pumps reversed. Air grew thin. Sarith's lungs burned. She gripped the throne arms, vision spotting. Krell slumped to one knee, barking orders to med drones. Threx clawed his throat. Aides dragging him aside. Kerr resumed walking. Unfazed. Adaptability is our offer, Queen Sarith.
Humans thrive in variance.
Your gravtech complements it. Scanner screamed alarms. Nemia jabbed controls.
Non-viable. Lungs failing. Neural fade imminent.
Soldiers drop at this threshold!
Yet Kerr spoke on.
Steady. 5 meters from the throne dais now.
Sarith's hearts hammered. Fear policy defined her reign, crush the defiant, starve the bold. This human defied physics as routine. No rage, no plea, just normal. Krell roared up, servos whining against Grav. Enough! Guards contain the threat. Armored enforcers surged. Stunners charged with crackles. Stand down! Sarith's command boomed. Enforcers halted mid-lurch. Krell whirled on her, spines flaring. My queen. He's a weapon, masked biohazard. Controlled demonstration, she countered. Her claw silenced him. Mia. Spike. CO2. Lethal chamber levels. Prove the scans. Nemia hesitated. 15%? 15%. It'll drop a platoon. Do it. Vents roared. CO2 flooded the hall. Stale, suffocating. Courtiers convulsed. Drones injecting counteragents. Krell dropped to all fours, gasping. Threx fled the chamber entirely. Slamming doors behind him, Kerr reached the dais steps.
He climbed. 1 riser.
2. Atmosphere readings flashed critical on Nemia's screen. Immediate collapse expected. He stopped at throne level. Eye to eye with Sorith. Threx wants provocation, an incident, to claim Earth assets.
We offer alliance instead.
Nemia gaped. He's still articulating. No hyperventilation. Metabolism compensating? Sarith leaned forward. Her breath rasped in the poison air.
Humans treated Death's Edge as Tuesday.
Elites engineered dominance through fear. This outflanked them, handled with respect, not suppression. Krell crawled closer. Lies. He's deceiving. Silence. Sarith waved him off. Drones vented the chamber, air clearing in gasps. Courtiers stirred, whispering in awe. Probes detached from Kerr. Data compiling. Nemia uploaded results. Holos bloomed above her console. Graphs spiked impossibly. Toxin neutralized at cellular level. O2 efficiency triple vol norms. Colorado 2 scrubbed by redundant pathways. By factors. He's not enhanced. This is baseline human. Sarith's claws flexed. Threx plotted in shadows. Provoke a human snap. Paint them savage. Seize the prize. Contain them now, and her empire crushed a wild card. Ally, and that normal, became her blade. Care waited. Patient. No demand in his stance. High Marshal, she said. Escort Ambassador Threx back. Under guard.
Krell blinked. My queen? He's the threat. Sarith rose, Grav normalizing with a whine.
Courtiers knelt, stunned silent. Envoy Kerr, your demonstration suffices. State terms plainly. Kerr nodded. Joint venture. Vol grav fields for human bioresilience. Secure the contested zone. Trade lanes you saw, 30% efficiency. Our ships endure your hazards. Yours dominate mass. Nemia cross-checked.
Projections confirm. Doubles, yields.
Rivals starved. Krell growled, but held position. Sarith circled Kerr, scanners still pinging his form. Non-viable, they lied. He breathed her kill air like breeze. Her empire ruled stars by breaking wills. Humans bent reality without trying. A calm buzzed. Nemia snatched it. Scouts report, Majesty. Threx's fleet masses at the jump point, demanding custody of the human anomaly. Claims first rights. Sarith's spines rose.
There. The provocation.
Seize Earth before she decided. Kerr's eyes sharpened. Permission to counter? She paused. Crush him, or... Granted, she said. Show me. Kerr tapped his wrist comm.
A tight beam burst outward.
Seconds ticked. Alarms wailed anew. Nemia's console lit, Threx vessel spiking weapons. Lock on palace. Krell surged for controls. Evasive, Kerr's voice cut calm. Hold.
The chamber shook. Scans showed Threx's lead ship erupting. Internal breach.
Flames vented into void. Drones swarmed from it, self-destructing.
What?
Nemia stammered. Kerr lowered his arm. Pre-planted relays. Non-lethal. Your patrol pattern, adapted. They tripped their own trap.
Sarith stared at the hollows. Threx's fleet scattered.
Calms begging mercy.
Krell sagged. How? Normal. Kerr said simply. We prepare for variables. Awe rippled the court. Soreth's decision crystallized. Fear contained threats. Respect forged weapons. Archivist, she commanded. Draft a pact. Envoy Kerr remains. High Marshal, secure the borders. With humans, Krell bowed, spines low. Nemea grinned, stalks dancing. Threx's face flickered on comms. Defeated. Mercy Queen, exile. She cut. Screen died. Kerr extended a hand, human gesture. Alliance. Sarith clasped it. Firm. Her empire shifted. Human normal strategic supremacy. But scouts pinged again. Deeper space, unknown signatures inbound. Faster than Threx. Hungrier. She released his hand. More come. Ready another alarms shrieked through the reception wing. Bulkhead slammed down with pneumatic hisses. Queen Sarith's spine stiffened as the lights dimmed to emergency red.
Station-wide lockout!
High Marshal Krell bellowed. His armored claws scraped the console. Reception sealed. Intruder protocols engaged. Sarith scanned the chamber. Her court clustered. Nemea's stalks quivered over flickering holos. Elias Kerr stood unmoved, wristcom still glowing from the Threx route. The human envoy's face held steady calm, too steady. Krell's voice cracked the air. Scans confirm. Those inbound signatures tripped perimeter defenses. Automated quarantine. No overrides. Soreth's mandibles clicked. The new contacts. Faster, hungrier than Threx, had punched through outer nets. Now her palace orbited in lockdown, trapped like prey in a web. Breaching team! Krell roared. Guards in bonded plates swarmed the main hatch. The bonded alloy door gleamed under strobes, impervious to plasma, rated for siege. Sorith glided forward. Status, Marshal. Containment breach imminent, Majesty. We punch through to command deck. Krell signaled. His demo expert slapped shaped charges onto the door's seam. Counters hit 0. Boom rocked the deck. Smoke billowed. The door stood unscarred. Not even scorched. Krell snarled. Recharge. Double yield. Second blast hammered.
Vibrations rattled Sarith's chassis seat. Scans pinged. Surface integrity at 99.8%.
Nemea's console beeped. Alloy integrity nominal. Lockout fields reinforcing molecular bonds. Standard charges ineffective. Krell's spines flared.
Then we melt it!
He yanked a plasma torch from a guard's kit. Blue fire roared against the metal. Sparks flew. 10 minutes ground by. The door glowed cherry red, then cooled, unyielding. Soreth's sensors registered the failure. Her empire's vaunted security, forged in a millennium of wars, stalled by its own failsafes. The inbound signatures closed. 8 to 15 minutes. Elias Kerr stepped forward, his boots clicked soft on the deck. Permission to assist? Krell whirled, claws extended. Human, stand down. This is Voltec. Kerr met the Marshal's glare, unblinking.
Your explosives failed.
Your torch failed. Let me try. Sarith tilted her head. The human's voice carried no bravado. Just fact, like naming the color of the sky. Threx's exile still echoed in comm logs. This male had dismantled a fleet with normal prep. What else hid in that unassuming frame? Marshal?
Stand aside.
Krell hesitated, spines rigid, then obeyed, a low growl rumbling. Kerr approached the panel beside the door.
Need a manual toolkit, wire strippers, if you have them.
And a minute of privacy, Sarith's court murmured. Nemea's stalks leaned in. Krell snorted. You jest. No human touches palace systems. Granted. Sarith cut in. She waved guards back.
1 minute.
Kerr nodded. No flourish. He knelt, popped his wristcom's casing with a thumbnail. From his pocket he drew a slim power cell, smaller than her smallest drone battery. Guards handed over the kit, pliers, cutters, multi-tester, primitive analogs to Vol nanotools. Kerr worked. He pried open the panel with a flat blade. Wire spilled, color-coded bundles her techs managed with neural links. 30 seconds. He stripped insulation from a red wire with precise twists. No gloves. Bare fingers danced. Nemea whispered, those are quantum-encrypted leads. One slip severs station power. Kerr ignored her. He twisted the stripped end around his power cell's positive node, taped it with a scrap from his sleeve. Human cloth, adhesive side exposed. 45 seconds. He bridged another wire to the negative. Sparks jumped. The panel hummed. Krell tensed. He's hot-wiring the core lock. Sarith watched. The human's hands moved with mechanic's grace. No sweat. No haste. As if unclogging a drain. Click. The door groaned. Seals hissed open. Green lights bathed the threshold. Silence crushed the chamber. Kerr stood, dusted his hands. After you, Your Majesty. Sarith glided past. First through. Cool air from the command corridor kissed her sensors. No traps. No alarms. She turned. Her guards stared at the open door, at the human. Spines drooped. One muttered, primitive, no. Dangerous. Krell's claws, clenched. How? Overload bypass, Kerr said. Your safety shunt power to bonds on breach detect. I fed a microsurge from my cell. Fooled it into reset cycle. Scrap parts, routine fix. Nemia's console, word. He's right. Efficiency. 87% better than protocol. No residual damage. Sarith's mandibles parted in a rare smile equivalent. Her empire prized perfection. Fleets in sync. Hives in harmony. Predictable might. Humans? Improvisation as weapon. Calm under fire. Normal, they called it. Krell barked orders. Guards flooded the corridor, weapons hot.
Secure perimeter. Majesty to throne. Sarith led the surge.
Elias matched her stride. Nemia trailed, stalks inputting furiously. Command deck loomed. Holos flared. The unknowns, 3 jagged silhouettes, engines blazing, weapons hot.
Hail. Surrender Val assets.
Or burn. Pirate swarm. Kragari raiders. They'll glass the station. Sarith settled into her throne.
Options. Evac protocols. Krell snapped.
Seal and ram.
Shields hold 5 minutes max.
They're faster. Elias tapped his wrist comm. Permission to counter? Again. Sarith's spines tingled. Crush the anomaly or wield it? Granted. Show me? Kerr's eyes sharpened. He synced to the deck console. Your drone patrols. Relay pattern from Threx takedown. Adapt for these vectors. Nemia's stalks widened. But Kragari jammers. Accounted. Kerr uploaded. Drones launched from hidden bays, prepositioned by his earlier normal scans. The hollows lit. Kragari lead ship bucked. Missiles streaked inward, self-guided to their own hulls. Explosions vented atmosphere. Second ship yawed, engines sabotaged by microdrones. It spun into its wingman. Wreckage bloomed. The third broke. Comms frantic. Cease. Terms. Sarith stared. Her guards knelt. Awe rippled. Krell sagged against a bulkhead. How? Nemia breathed. Variables, Kerr said. We plan for them. Threx's defeat replayed in her mind. Now this. Human normal. Preparation layered on improvisation. Her fear policy crumbled. Containment bred rivals like Threx. Alliance forged this. Archivist, she commanded. Formalize the pact. Envoy Kerr advises permanent. Nemia grinned, stalks dancing. Yes, Majesty. Krell bowed low, borders secured. With humans.
A new ping echoed. Deeper scans.
More signatures. Not pirates. Sarith's sensors chilled. Report. Nemia paled. Core word Empire. Vorath Collective. They've been watching. Kerr's hand hovered near his comm. Ready another? She clasped his arm, human style. Firm. Always. But Vorath hail pierced. Queen Sarith. We claim the primitives. Stand down or join the ash. Weapons charged. Real war loomed. Red lights pulsed across the grand concourse. Ambassador Threx surged from his seat, claws slashing the air. Weapons discharge. The primitives have breached protocols. Their delegation carries arms. Queen Sorith's throne console flashed confirmations. Scans spiked near the human envoy's position. Gasps rippled through the assembled dignitaries. High Marshal Krell's guards snapped rifles up. Carapaces bristling. Secure the human, Sarith commanded. Her voice cut the chaos. Null field containment. Now, Elias Kerr stood unmoved amid his small team. He raised empty hands, eyes steady on her. Guards swarmed him. Energy restraints hummed to life. They dragged him toward the secure lifts. Threx's optics gleamed. Majesty, their scans hid it. Seize their vessel. Earth's tech is too volatile. Krell nodded sharp. Containment protocols, yes. They feign calm to deceive. Sarith's mandibles clicked. Fear policy demanded isolation. Humans projected normal. Too normal. No panic. No groveling. She waved dismissal. Detain only the envoy, interrogate the rest. Lifts sealed. Kerr vanished into the underdecks. The concourse quieted. Nemia's datapad flickered at Sareth's side. Majesty, initial logs show no weapons signature. Anomaly at Threx's station.
Threx world. Fabricated.
My aides witnessed the pulse. Sarith silenced him with a glare.
She turned to the feeds. Nullfield cell engaged. Kerr sat cross-legged on the bare deck, breathing even. No thrashing. No pleas. Krell leaned in.
Deception, Majesty. Let me extract truth.
One query first. Sarith keyed the intercom. Her image projected into the cell. Envoy Kerr.
Explain the alert. Kerr met her projection's gaze.
Not ours. Check your rival's perch. Threx sputtered over open comms. Lies. Permission for one transmission? Kerr asked. Calm. Routine. To my ship. Verify. Sarith hesitated. Nullfield blocked all signals, but his poise unnerved her. Containment or curiosity, burst only. 60 seconds. Monitored. Kerr tapped his wrist comm. A single pulse fired, routed through her oversight feed. Data streamed. Coordinates. Query codes. Harmless. Done. He leaned back. Your logs will clarify. Sareth cut the link. Transmission to their shuttle. Power query. No weapons ping. Krell growled. Trap. Isolate the ship. A new chime pierced the throne deck. Life support variance, Nemia reported. O2 dropping. Sector-wide. Soreth's gills flared. Concourse feeds showed dignitaries clutching throats. Krigari aides slumped. Threx pawed his console. Sabotage. The humans. Alarms. Escalated. Pressure seals hissed.
Station shuddered. Containment breach. Krell barked.
Evacuate Majesty. Nemia's stalks quivered. Filters failing. Originated at auxiliary vents. Threx's diplomatic wing.
Sareth gripped her arms.
Fear surged, but she crushed it. Seal decks. Reroute power. Royal systems locked, Nemia said. Overload risk. Station AI rejecting. Gasps echoed. Sarith's vision blurred at the edges. O2 at 14%.
Her guards swayed.
Threx backed away, optics darting. Then, lights dimmed in non-critical zones. Human shuttle icons pulsed on tactical. Power flows shifted. Station grids lit green. Recyclers roared back to full. O2 stabilized at 21%. No royal overrides touched. No weapons fired. Precision reroute. Human ship bridged the gap, stabilizing civilian sectors only. Feeds replayed. Kerr's burst had flagged the failure. His crew acted. Flawless. Concourse recovered.
Coff's turn to murmurs.
Krell straightened, mandibles slack. They fixed it. From outside, margins impossible. They mapped our grid in one pass. No errors. Sareth rose. Her voice boomed. Ambassador Threx. Approach. Threx froze. Majesty? Logs. She projected them. Alarm trigger. His claw on a hidden panel. Vent sabotage. His aide's access codes. Weapons ping. Fabricated echo from his drone. You staged this. Sarith's tone iced the deck. Blame the humans. Provoke incident. Claim their world. Threx's carapace paled. I? Repeat your accusation. She activated full record. Galactic broadcast open. On log. State the humans armed your station. Krell's rifle trained on him. Guards closed. Threx's claws trembled. The primitives did not trigger weapons. Chittering defeat. My error. Sarith cut the feed. Detain him. Seizure of assets denied. Dignitaries bowed low. Awe hummed in their postures. Nemia whispered. Their normal scans earlier. Pre-mapped our power nets. Routine precaution. Krell grunted. Not deception. Preparation. Sarth turned to the cell feed.
Kerr Rose's fields dropped. Guards escorted him back. Deferential now.
He entered the concourse. Bowed slight. Human style. Issue resolved? She studied him. Calm, unbroken. Risk as routine. Her empire controlled fear. Humans wielded normalcy like a blade layered. Adaptive. Envoy Kerr. She extended a claw. Your aid merits discussion. Alliance terms? His grip met hers. Firm. We plan for variables, Majesty. Together. Nemia grinned. Data supports. Their margins exceed ours in improvisation. Krell saluted.
Secure the borders with them.
Threx dragged away in chains. Rival exploited no more. But a deep ping echoed. Sensors chilled. Coreward signatures coalesced. Not pirates, report, Sorith snapped. Nemea paled. Vorath collective. They've breached the veil.
Hailing.
The main hullabaloomed. Vorat flagship loomed. Bristling spines, weapons hot. Voice boomed. Queen Sorith, we claim the primitives. Stand down or join the ash. Kerr's hand hovered at his comm. Sarith clasped it. Human gesture. Ready? His nod was steel. Always, station guns charged. Drones prepped. Relay from Threx takedown, human adapted. Real war loomed, but now her fear policy evolved. Humans turned threat to shield.
Deck console flared.
Your drone patrols, Kerr said. Relay pattern from Threx incident. Adapt for Vorath vectors. Nemea's stalks widened. Vorath jammers.
He uploaded seamless. Drones launched from bays. His normal scans had prepped them.
Holos ignited. Vorath lead ship bucked. Missiles turned inward, guided by microswarms. Explosions vented hulls.
Second ship yawed, engines choked. It collided with its wingman.
Wreckage flowered. Third fractured. Comm screamed. Cease. Terms. Sarith stared. Guards knelt. Krell sagged.
How? Variables, Kerr said. We plan.
Her empire shifted. Containment lost. Alliance forged. But deeper scans pinged. More signatures. Vorath reinforcements. No coherent, but allied. Wait. Nemea checked. Our borders. Patrols inbound. Secure. Sorith exhaled. Humans, not weapon to fear. Strategy to respect. Archivist. Formalize the pact. Envoy Kerr advises permanent. Nemea's stalks danced. Yes, Majesty. Krell bowed. With humans. A final hail flickered. Not threat. Gratitude? Earth's network stirred. More ships? Partners. Sorith smiled rare. Normalcy conquered. Alarms wailed. Queen Sorith Vol gripped her throne's arms as the command deck shuddered. Red holos flared. Reactor core breach. Containment failing. Evacuate outer rings. Status! She snapped. High Marshal Krell loomed at her side. Mandibles clicking.
Sabotage, Majesty. Coolant lines ruptured.
Threx's agents. Confirmed signatures fleeing into vents. Sorith's compound eyes narrowed. Threx, that predator from the Coalition. He'd slithered in under diplomatic cover. Eyes on her station's prize, the human ship docked at Ring 7. First contact assets. Earth's tech. Provoke chaos, claim the primitives as war salvage. Stampede feeds bloomed across her display. Crowds surged through corridors, diplomats, techs, her own guards trampling each other toward inner bays. Screams echoed in her audio feeds. Bodies crushed. Krell barked orders. Cordon the outer rings. Security to choke points. Abandonment protocol, seal them off. No infected zones. Sorith's crest flared. Abandon her people? To Threxus opportunists? Negative, Marshal. Hold the line.
A human voice cut through the din.
Elias Kerr stood calm amid the chaos, his envoy robes unmarked by panic. Queen Sarith. I can fix it. Krell whirled. Human, stay back. Lethal radiation in minutes. Kerr met his glare. No flinch. Not if we move now. He tapped his wrist comm. 2 humans joined him. Engineer types, tool belts slung low. Teams ready. Improv shields from cargo plating. Sorith leaned forward. Humans. She'd contained them as threats. Watched their ship arrive, scanned their primitive drives hiding fusion spikes. But this, walking into hellfire, Krell's claws flexed. Deception, they're the cause. Marshal. Sarith's voice silenced him. Let them try. Kerr nodded once, appreciated. His team hefted layered sheets, scrap metal thermal foam scavenged from a repair bay. They jogged toward the core lifts. No suits. Feeds tracked them. Outer rings, oiled. Threx's shuttle detached from a mid-ring dock. His agents herding panicked crowds toward it. Coalition claws gleamed, stun prods flashing. Sorith slammed her comm. All decks, ceasefire order. No seizures. Threx, stand down or face my fleet. Threx's holographic face sneered into her feed. Claim secured, Queen. Your primitives are ours. Ash awaits resistors.
Her mandibles ground.
Fleet inbound from core worlds.
Hours away. Station guns powered up, but boarding parties swarmed vents. Krell's cordon buckled. Guards fell back, heat shields failing. Core cam switched. Kerr's team pried open the hot corridor hatch. Steam blasted out, white hot. Radiation counters spiked lethal. His humans layered shields ahead, inching forward like it was a stroll. Hotter than specks, one muttered. Temperature, 400 Celsius. Flesh melting. Kerr wiped sweat. Stay tight. Reroute first. Sarith watched. Breath held. Archivist Nemia scuttled to her side, stalks quivering over data pads. Impossible margins, Majesty. Human baselines, no augments detected. Yet vitals stable.
Krell growled.
Contain them post-fix. The corridor sealed behind them. Feeds glitched from interference, but audio held. Kerr's voice, steady. Main line ruptured here. Backup valves jammed. Clangs echoed. He wedged a pry bar, handheld, scavenged into access panel. Sparks flew. His gloved hand plunged in, twisting valves blind through the murk. Nemia's pads chirped. Flow reversing. 20% gain. Threx's shuttle swelled with captives. His agents fired on stragglers. Sorith's guns locked, but civilians clogged the lanes.
Kerr yanked a line free. Coolant hissed. Wrong direction.
Patch it. His engineer slapped a welding torch to a metal scrap, fusing it over the breach. Flames licked inches from Kerr's face. He held steady, rerouting by feel. Sorith's throne creaked under her grip. Humans treated death casual. Her warriors would have armored up. Drones first.
These walked in with tools.
Seal holding, Kerr said. Pumping now. Hollow gauges flipped. Reactor temp peaked, then plunged. Breach sealed. Alarms shifted to green. Krell stared. How? Kerr's team emerged, shield smoking. Faces red, suits charred. Kerr grinned faint. Variables. We planned for them. Evac stampede reversed. Crowds poured back. Threx's shuttle boxed by station guns.
His face twisted in her feed.
This changes nothing, so Rith cut in. It changes everything. She broadcast wide. Threx, your agents surrender, or your hull vents. Coalition claws dropped weapons. Shuttles recalled. Krell's cordon reformed, hurting them. Nemia's stalks waved. Human tolerances undocumented.
They endured 300 rads en route, fixed in 8.2 minutes.
Our drones take 45 sauces. Fear policy cracked. Humans weren't primitives to contain. Their normal calm in the fire was the blade.
Kerr approached, wiping hands.
Reactor stable. Your people safe. She extended a claw. Human clasp learned. Advise me now. His eyes met hers. Steel.
Always ready. Deeper scans pinged from the human ship.
Not weapons. Partners? Earth's network stirred. Threx's final transmission hissed. Vorath inbound. You'll need us. Sarith smiled rare.
No. She'd ally the underestimated first.
Krell bowed low. Majesty. With them, with them. Drones prepped. Human adapted patterns uploading.
Real war loomed.
But her empire shifted.
Containment lost. Respect forged.
Station guns charged. Vorath signatures bloomed on long range.
Lead ship bucked under microswarms. Missiles turned inward.
Kerr's hand hovered at his comm. Next variables? Sarith clasped it. Together. Explosions vented hulls. Comm screamed surrender. Humans, strategy to wield. Not fear. More signatures inbound. Allies? Her border secured. Normalcy conquered. But what stirred beyond? Alarms shrieked across the throne chamber. Queen Sarith slammed her claw on the dais console.
Threx, Tribunal.
Your presence. Immediately. The rival ambassador's hologram snarled from the far wall. Your human pet poisons your judgment, Majesty. I demand. Bulkhead doors exploded inward. Hired Vorath mercenaries surged through, 20 claws strong, plasma lances glowing. Threx's voice cut over the chaos. Seize the throne. The Queen's weakness ends. High Marshal Krell's cordon charged. Protect the sovereign. Her elite guards fired disciplined bursts. Bolts scorched armor plates. A null-field dome snapped up from Threx's hidden emitters. Weapons fizzled. Lances sparked useless. Krell's squad staggered, tech scrambling in their grips. Null active. Melee protocols. Vorath brutes closed fast. One smashed Krell's flank guard aside, crushing Carapace with vibroaxe. She parried the next swing, mandibles locked, her line buckled. 2 guards fell, limbs severed. Sareth's primary hearts pounded. Fear policy demanded containment, but humans, Elias Kerr stood at her side, unmoved. His hand rested casual on a belt tool. Mercs vaulted the cordon remnants. 3 broke toward the dais. Krell lunged, axe haft cracking a Vorath knee. She lost ground, pinned by a second brute's mass. Kerr stepped forward. No shout, no flourish. The lead merc swung high, plasma hilt humming despite the field. Kerr ducked low, grabbed the attacker's extended arm. Twisted. Momentum flipped the Vorath over his hip. The brute crashed into its partner, spines shattering on the deck. Both sprawled, disarmed, in the tangle. Sarith's stalks widened. Gravity obeyed him, like native tongue. The third merc roared, charging low. Kerr sidestepped. Used the beast's rush, foot hooked ankle. Pushed the shoulder. Vorath sailed forward, slamming face first into the dais edge. Helmet split. Still. Krell rallied her survivors. Flank them. Axes rose. Mercs faltered, eyes on the human. Threx's hologram flickered rage.
Impossible! Kill the envoy!
More brutes piled in. Krell's squad held the base, but the platform trembled under claws. Kerr wiped his hands, turned to Sareth. Your security's adapting. Good. Packed now? She extended her signing claw. Hollow contract bloomed between them. Provisional alliance, Earth assets shared, Vorath borders sealed. Her claw stamped the seal. Signed. Fleet Command, stand down around Sol. All vessels. Orbiting dreadnoughts, powered down guns. Shuttles reversed from blockade.
Krell beheaded a merc mid-lunge. Majesty.
He's the threat!
No. Sarith's voice broadcast chamber-wide. Threx's agents, surrender. Or Hull's vent. Coalition claws dropped axes. Threx's shuttles recalled from the docks. Krell's cordon reformed, herding the survivors. Archivist Nemea burst from a side hatch, data slates clutched. Her stalks waved frantic. Human tolerances, undocumented. He endured the reactor's 300 rads, en route. Repaired in 8.2 minutes. Our drones require 45. Sarith rose from the throne. Fear policy cracked wide. Humans defied containment. They're normal, this calm in blades and fields, sharpened into strategy.
Kerr approached, hands clean again.
Reactor stable now. Your people safe. She extended a claw. Mimicked the human clasp, firm, equal. Advise me. His eyes met hers. Steady steel, always ready. Deeper scans pinged from his shuttle feed, not weapons. Schematics, partners. Earth's network stirred on tactical hollows, fleets repositioned, not fleeing. Aligning. Threx's final transmission hissed through the null field fade. Vorath main force inbound. You'll need us, Sareth. Or perish. She smiled. Rare, sharp. No. She'd claim the underestimated first. Carol bowed low, axe dripping. Majesty. Ally with them? With them. Sareth signaled drones. Human-adapted repair patterns uploaded fleet-wide. Real war loomed. Her empire pivoted. Station guns charged with fresh targeting locks. Vorath signatures bloomed on long-range scopes. Dozens, strong, drives, hot.
Next variables? Sareth clasped it. Together.
Lead Vorath ship bucked. Microswarms, human-coded. Erupted from her pickets. Missiles turned inward on the invaders. Explosions vented holes. Comms screamed surrender. More signatures inbound. Not Vorath. Probes? Allies? Her borders locked tight. Human normalcy conquered the field. Nemea's data updated. Their baselines exceed ours in resilience. By factors. Krell sheathed her axe. Awe edged her growl. He moved like the field was his. Sarith watched Kerr scan the hollows. Calm plotted courses. Her claws itched for more data. More pacts. Threx's captured shuttle docked under guard. He emerged in cuffs, mandibles slack.
You blind fool. Vorad queens don't negotiate.
They do now. Sarith's fleet surged to intercept points. Human tweaks optimized thrust curves. Efficiencies her engineers chased for cycles. Kerr pointed a blip. That lead group's fainting. Real thrust here. Confirmed. Probes adjusted. Ambush primed. A Vorath corvette tested the line. Kerr's voice murmured tactics, momentum vectors, slingshots. Drones executed. Corvette spun helpless, boarded by Krell's Marines. Sarith's secondary hearts synced to the rhythm. Containment failed. Respect armed her. Nemia leaned in. Their psychology. Risk as routine. Ours flags at half. Learn it. Sarith ordered. Integrate. Vorath Fleetlead hailed. Queen Vexra's image snarled. Older, scarred.
Sarith, yield the humans.
Their anomaly destabilizes. Kerr stepped into frame.
Negotiate terms? Vexa recoiled. Primitive speaks?
He shrugged. Your swarms glitch under nulls. Fix, isolate emitters. Or we demonstrate. Sarith suppressed a mandible's twitch. Demonstrate. As if routine. Vexra cut link. Ships accelerated. Krell squad prepped boarding pods. Yes.
Sarith watched Kerr calibrate a drone swarm. Simple inputs.
Lethal yields. First clash hit. Vorath ROMs breached pickets. Krell's forces poured in. Claws and axes elite in close voids. Kerr joined a squad. No armor. Just tools. He grappled a Vorath sentry in 0G. Used spin momentum. Flung it into bulkhead vents. Path cleared. Sarith tracked via feeds. Her Queen's Guard unmatched in formation, but his solo carved lanes. Nemia tallied. Casualties down 27% with human vectors. Threx sneered from his cell feed. Temporary.
Sarith ignored him. Fleet reformed.
Human Earth relays fed live data asteroid defenses. Solar flares weaponized. Vexra's flagship loomed. Macro cannons charged. Kerr's calm voice patched through. Null their banks. Our pattern. Drone swarmed. Cannons fizzled. Boarders launched. Krell led the spearhead.
Kerr flanked her.
Goddess gripped the throne arms. Victory edged near. Utscans deepened. Beyond Vexra. Shadow fleets. Unknown drives. What hunted the hunters? Explosions lit the void. Surrenders multiplied. Humans. The blade she'd wield. Krell's voice crackled triumph. Flagship secured. Vexer captive. Kerr's feed showed him sealing a hull breach. Routine. Sorith broadcast empire-wide. New era. Humans allied. Cheers echoed stations. Fear yielded to awe. But outer sensors pinged. New signatures, vast, silent. Not hers. Kerr's eyes narrowed on shared hollow.
Variables shift. Sarith nodded.
Together faced the unknown. Her caution-forged weapon, Queen Sarith yanked the balcony doors open. Cold void wind howled through the shields. Elias Kerr followed without flinching. His boots echoed hers on polished crystal. She thrust a claw at the central holo. Starfields bloomed. Thousands of her warships hung in formation. Gunports gleamed. Vectors arrowed straight at Sol. Earth's fragile blue marble. Behold, she hissed. My armada. Locked on your homeworld. One word, and it fires. Kerr leaned forward, scanned the projections. Nodded once. Impressive spread. Jump inhibitors? Good coverage on the outer lanes.
Sarith's mandibles clicked, no fear in his voice.
No tremor. Just assessment. Like reviewing a cargo manifest. High Marshal Krell stormed onto the balcony. His armor clanked. Majesty. Containment protocols now. Cage the anomaly before it spreads.
She silenced him with a glare. Kerr turned.
Met Krell's eyes. Anomaly? We're traitors, diplomats. You saw the Vexa feeds. We fight fair. Krell snarled. Deception. Your calm hides weapons. Archivist Nemia slipped in behind. Pads hummed in her grip. Data disagrees, Marshal. Human baselines exceed norms. By 47% in void combat. No deception, just physiology. Sarith watched Kerr.
He stood too close.
Human skin gleamed under station lights. No weapons. Yet Vexra's elite shattered against him. Your fleets, Kerr said. They're precautionary. I get it. First contact shakes empires. He tapped the holo. Zoomed a cruiser wing. But pull them back. Joint protocols instead. Treat us as partners. Krell lunged forward. Claws flexed. Partners? With primitives? Sarith raised a talon. Held him. Kerr didn't step back.
Explain, she demanded.
Kerr straightened, voice steady. Shared sensor nets, mutual defense pacts. Tech exchanges, no quarantines. We handle risks routine. You bring the numbers. We bring the improv. Nemia's pads beeped. She cross-checked. Viable.
Human relays pierced Vexra shields. Our arrays couldn't.
Krell growled. He lies. Threx warned. Threx rots in a cell, Sarith snapped, her gaze locked on Kerr. You propose equality, after I aimed guns at your cradle world. Kerr shrugged. Bluff's a tool. Yours worked. Now negotiate. He pulled a data slate from his tunic, slid it across the hollow console. Draft treaty. Sign, and fleets stand down together. Sarith snatched the slate, scanned clauses, mutual non-aggression, joint patrols on shadow signatures, resource shares from contested belts. Simple, brutal inefficiency. Alarms blared, Nemia's pads flashed. Incoming transmission. Galactic court relay. Ambassador Threx's coalition demands Earth's quarantine. Claims we provoked Vexra. Krell barked a laugh. Proof! Human taint spreads! Sarith's spines bristled. Threx slippery predator. Locked in her brig, yet scheming. His coalition prowled the fringes. Hungry for Soul's ores. Human tech. To Nemia, she ordered. Counter upload. All incident logs. Tag Threx as aggressor. Nemia's claws flew. Feeds poured in. Vexra assaults. Kerr's zero-G grapples. Human drones nulling cannons. Her own victories intertwined. Court timestamps verified. Threx's provocation flagged. 82% chance of sanctions on his fleet.
Kerr watched the data stream.
Nodded approval. Smart, court loves receipts. Sarith paced the balcony's edge. Her armada loomed, beautiful, deadly, aimed at the human beside her. The real danger stands here, not those ships.
Kerr tilted his head. Me?
Her voice dropped. Calm in the storm, routine where others shatter. Vexa broke. My guards awe at your normal. What hides in that humility? He smiled faintly. Nothing hides. We adapt. Survive, partner up, and it multiplies. Krell shifted. Majesty, contain him.
Dissect the threat.
Dissection yields data. Alliance yields power. Shadow fleets approach. Non-Vorath drives. We need their vectors. Sarith waited. Fear had been her policy. Fleets as whips. Containment as chain. But Kerr's steady gaze, his refusal to cower. Humans turned her blade outward. She activated the public array. Empire-wide broadcast ignited. Holocam's word. Subjects of the Vol Imperium. Her image tripled in size.
Here decree. Humanity stands allied.
No power provokes them. Threx's coalition trespasses. Face our guns. Shadow intruders beware. Human ingenuity joins ours. Cheers erupted from lower decks. Feeds lit with awe. Krell's mandibles ground. Kerr dipped his head, honored. Nemia closed her pads. Court affirms. Threx isolated. Sarith deactivated the array. Turned to Kerr. Take the draft. Refine it. Return with signatures. He pocketed the slate. Done. Shuttle prepped? Krell grunted assent. Escorted him to the lift. No chains. Just wary steps. Sarith lingered on the balcony. Watched Kerr's shuttle detach. Pinprick against her armada. She keyed the hollow. Recalibrated vectors. Fleets peeled away from Sol. Formed patrol wings instead, Earth glowed. Untouched. Brimming, Nemia joined her. Shadows intensify. 14 signatures. Cloaked mass drives. Sarith nodded. Joint response. Alone now, she stared at the blue world. Caution reshaped. Not cage. Respect. Human normal. Her new weapon. Kerr's shuttle vanished into the black. But his calm echoed.
What storms brewed beyond? She gripped the rail.
Ready. Sensors pinged sharper. Shadows stirred. Her comm buzzed. Kerr's voice. Incoming data burst. Anomalies match our probes. Vectors shared. Sarith smiled. Partnership ignited. But Threx's cell feed flickered on a subscreen. His eyes gleamed. Coalition ships massed in the logs. Rivals circled. She keyed Krell. Double the vanguard. Humans lead the flank. Aye, Majesty. Fleets reformed. Human relays synced. Earth watched back. Silent. Sarith exhaled. The armada turned outward. Toward true threats. Kerr's words lingered. Variables shift. She welcomed them. Ambassador Threx paced his cell. Coalition whispers fed through smuggled relays.
Vexra failed. Imperium wavers.
Provoke the humans. Sees Saul. Guards dragged him silent, but his grin faded at Sarith's decree replay. Court sanctions hit, Fleets recalled. He slammed the wall. Human calm undid him. On the balcony, Sarith dismissed the feed. Nemea plotted courses. Krell drilled squads with human tactics. Elias Caird docked at his ship. Crew greeted him. Treaty? He nodded. Alliance locked. Shadows next. Engines flared.
Ship jumped. Sorth tracked it.
Then swiveled the hollow to Earth. Blue marble pulsed. Billions beneath. Normal made extraordinary.
Her caution evolved. Respect armed it.
Fleets saluted Sol. Partners now. Shadows loomed closer. Drives hummed. She broadcast internally. Prepare. Humans integrate. All rippled through decks. Kerr's relay pinged. Probes confirm. Hostiles inbound. Our play. Sorith rose. Execute. Void ignited anew. But this time, side by side. Her empire stronger. Human normal. The edge.